Hey everyone, Jason here at Northwest Fly Fishing Outfitters in Portland, Oregon. I'm going to be talking to you today about Rio's new InTouch Xtreme indicator fly line, new for 2015. I'm going to go over a lot of the benefits and features and why I think it's the best indicator line to hit the market yet. For over 20 years, Rio has been the industry leader in fly line technology and development. The new InTouch series proves once again they show no signs of slowing down and are increasingly aware of the ever-changing needs of today's angler. For the nymph fishermen in particular, the new InTouch Xtreme indicator is a very welcomed addition to the overall lineup. Before the introduction of Rio's original indicator taper, those of us who wanted to fish deep were forced to pick the line that sucked the least. Most often I found that the SA Mastery Steelhead taper bumped a line size heavy did just okay, but still lacked the overall power to consistently deliver heavy flies, split shot, and bobbers at any kind of distance. The other option was a Rio Grand. While this is still my favorite all-purpose line, it too falls short in the grain weight needed to do the job most times. The overall experience of a day out felt more like going to work rather than enjoying a day out on the water, and with most days out here on the West Coast, if you want to get into fish with any kind of regularity, at some point you gotta get deep. Enter Rio's original indicator line. All of us who spooled this up and put it to work felt a huge breath of fresh air. This line alone turned a day of nymphing from frustration and sore shoulders to a day where we could fish 10 plus hours and be in the game the entire time without feeling it the next day. Anglers of all skill levels could throw two weighted flies, split shot on a bobber on a 9-foot leader without breaking a sweat, and then pitch a stackman 40 feet in the river and get the drift you wanted. New for 2015, Rio has launched the latest generation of the indicator line, the InTouch Xtreme, and it's not just a facelift of the cool box. There are a ton of new features in this line to make it by far the best yet. The biggest being the all-new Connect Core, which I'll touch on a bit later. The others include Max Cast, Max Float, and XS. The Xtreme indicator is available from 5-weight through 9-weight. Each line measures in at 100 feet total length with a 33-foot head and a 15-foot rear handling section and a 1-foot rear taper. This gives you 49 feet of total working length, which is great for on-the-water control and mendability. Each line also utilizes the Surefire color system. Each fly line model and size is tested in a variety of rods to find the ideal place where the rod loads, and the color change starts at that point. On this particular line, the color will change from yellow to moss green. The orange tip really helps you track the line while it's on the water. Just like all of Rio's premium fly lines, each end comes with strong factory welded loops to make changing out leaders and lines quick and painless. The InTouch series also have identification on the front of each line telling you what model and weight it is. I found this to be very useful when changing out reels on the boat or just getting everything ready and organized for a trip. Now let's talk about Connect Core. Connect Core has changed the nymphing game entirely. While other fly lines, and most likely the one on your reel now, have up to a 30% stretch, InTouch lines only have 6%. So many times I've set the hook thinking I buried it, or I've been a split second late just to have the fish come off after a couple head shakes. Most likely that was due to line stretch, and the more line that's out, the worse it is. With only 6% stretch, you can feel soft takes, increase your reaction times, and you'll get a much better hook set, especially at a distance. All this equates to more fish to hand. In my own guiding, I've witnessed firsthand the increased hook sets and easier casting these lines offer. So much so that I've switched all my single hand setups to Connect Core lines, and I have a two-hander set up with one of the Connect Core running lines, which I've been equally pleased with. I know in this sport we're always getting pounded with the latest miracle fish catching gotta have it crap, but seriously, this is the real deal. Rio doesn't pay me, and I wouldn't put it in my client's hands if I didn't believe in its effectiveness. There you have it, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope we've answered some questions and cleared up some things about the new Connect Core that you may or may not have known. Be sure to visit us at www.flyshopnw.com, and good fishing.